Students, to your information technology and its application in business class. In today's class, we are going to continue with spreadsheet assignment 5. Just like the previous assignments also, you have to practice this assignment and write this assignment questions along with solution step on the ruled portion of your practical file and the colored output printout to be pasted on the white pages of your practical file. Right? So let us begin with our class today. Now in spreadsheet assignment 5, only one question has been provided that has to be solved. Let's read the question, what it is saying. It's saying do the following in MS Excel. Number 1, from the following information, show department-wise presentation in pivot table. So what we are going to learn today is pivot table. Now what is this pivot table? A pivot table is a table of statistics that summarizes the data of a more extensive table, and that data may be collected in the form of table from a database or from a spreadsheet or from any business intelligence program. Now this summary might include sums, averages or other statistics which this pivot table groups together in a meaningful way. Means we have been provided or we will be provided with a table containing data, and through the help of this pivot table we can present the data in a more flexible way. Right? So let us start now. Apart from this, what has been provided in your assignment is a table containing the name of some employees, their salary, department and location. Right? So with this table we have to create and show the table department wise in the pivot table. Right? So let us begin. Now I have taken a blank sheet in Excel and I have written all the table data in this format. Right? I have written the table, whatever data has been provided in this question, in this assignment, that has to be written first. Then I have provided all borders for formatting and I have bolded only the column headings. Right? Now, after writing this, the steps for pivot table starts. First you have to write the table. The table data must be there. Okay. So this is what our table data. Now next our task will be to start working with pivot table. Now before pivot table, go for pivot table, what you have to do, your cursor has to be placed on the table and any one of your cell within the table has to be selected. Means it has to be on the table. So I'm clicking on any, you can click on any of the cell within the table. Okay. So I'm clicking on it over here. The cell has been selected within a table. Next, the step is go for the insert ribbon. Then under tables group, the first option under tables group is pivot table. What it is saying, easily arrange and summarize complex data in a pivot table. So click it. What change you see? I'll close it and show you once again. I have clicked on any one of the cell within the table, then went for the insert option, insert ribbon, then from there first option is pivot table, and once you have clicked you'll see create pivot table. Right? Now here it's important, what it is saying, choose the data that you want to analyze. From where? Select a table or range. Now see, a table range is already selected and it's displaying. What's that? It's our table. See, I have clicked once on the cell and it has automatically selected my table data range, and you can see the running lines, means the range which this pivot table will consider while creating the table. Right? I believe it's showing the running lines are being displayed. Right? So this is what our table data range. Okay, so selection, how do you proceed? please see that entire table data is selected. And one more thing, while working with pivot table, you should always keep in mind that none of the columns should be left blank, none of the rows should be left blank, right? It should have data in it, otherwise it will start creating. This is one. And number two is, you should not leave any blank column between two columns. So that's why I have written all the data besides one after it. No blank column should be there, neither any blank row should be there. The data should be continuous both from the column view and from the row view, right? So no space to be inserted, means in the form of columns or the rows. It should be continuous, right? And no cell should be left blank, right? Otherwise it will start creating problems, right? These things you should remember. Next, what it is saying, use an external data source. No, not required, because we are using our present data source. So you will not click on this. Okay. Next, it is showing, choose where you want the pivot table report to be placed. Two options it provides. New worksheet means if I continue with this new worksheet, besides this sheet one, another worksheet will be created with the name pivot table, and the pivot table will be created in that separate sheet. Okay, so I don't want that. I want it to be in this sheet only, in this sheet one only. So for that, what I will do, I will click on existing worksheet, and it will ask for a location. Now I will shift this dialog box once, and on this location, let me choose this cell from where the pivot table will be displayed. Okay, so what I did, I just click on new worksheet, and for the location I have clicked this cell, so that the pivot table will start working from this table. It will be displayed from this cell. Okay. And what it is saying next, choose whether you want to analyze multiple tables. Then add this data to the data model. No, I don't want to analyze multiple tables. We are working with only this table, the single table, so we are going to use this. So no changes to be made. So point to be remember, select the data table or range is important. The entire data table must be selected. Be careful for that. The second option is not required. Go for the place where you want your pivot table to be displayed. If you want in a new sheet, new worksheet in which the pivot table to be created, you can go for that. I'm not going there. I'm going to use it in the existing worksheet only. For that, I have given a location, this F2, this cell. Okay, just click, remove this. This is movable. This dialog box is movable, right? And so what you can do, you can move it and select any cell, then click on OK. See, it's showing pivot table. Pivot table fields. This is the place where it is important. Pivot table fields navigation pane is audio, and you see here the name of the employee, salary, department, location is showing. What are these? These are fields. Okay, so what are these fields corresponding to our table? These column headings are our fields. This name of the employee, salary, department, location, these are the fields based on which we are going to work on, right? So as per our question, what did I say? Let's see again. Show department wise presentation. Now department wise, in different ways we can present. For example, let us show the departments along with their total salaries. From each department the salaries dispersed. So for that, what I will do, I will first, before that, you see, drag field between areas below. It's showing filters option, columns option, rows and values. Now I want the department to be my row. So what I will do, I'll simply click, I'll simply go take my cursor on the department, then I will click my left mouse button and drag it towards the row. What I did, I'll show you once again. The field that I want, I will go and keep my cursor on it, then I will press the left mouse button and drag it to the row area. You can see correspondingly row labels. It's showing the departments, right? And from here you can see all the rows have been selected. Okay, all the departments. These are my departments. Now next, what I want the salary to be displayed. Now this is this also you can do column wise also, because we are presenting department wise as per our question. This can also be moved to the columns. So I'll take it to the column and this will be taken to my columns, right, this way. So let us see first the row. Okay, then I want the salary to be displayed. So what I will do, again the same process. I will take my cursor on the salary field and press the left mouse button key, press it and drag it to the values. And one more thing you have to keep in mind, the values, only the column that contains figures, numbers, will be considered under the values. If you want to take any text column, it will not work. Okay, so be careful. So now you can see the sum of salaries and the finance department, 90,000 rupees are being disbursed. From human resource, 1,09,000. So this way it's presenting. Now if I want more specific information out of this, what I want, for example, I want this finance, marketing and production report. Okay, so I'll click on it. So see, so a filter has been done. So only these three departments, sum of salary and the grand total salary is being displayed. Okay, so this way you can present, but I want all, so I'll select all. So all my department salaries, sum total of them are being displayed. Apart from that, what I want the location. If I want the location in the row, see, so under finance, from Chennai, the salary is this. From Kolkata, the salary is this. Mumbai, from salary is this. If I move this location to the columns, see what happens. So department wise, location wise, salary has been computed. It has already, it's showing automatically. So it's so flexible and so easier to work with for proper presentation. So you don't have to find it and analyze it. It's very good for analysis, right? And apart from this, if I don't want the location, if I want the as per the name of the employees, that also I can do name wise. It's becoming huge, so I can change it. I can put the name of the employees at the column and department to the name of the employees in the rows, department under the columns. So another beautiful presentation, right? Column levels. If I want only the marketing to be displayed, click on it. It will be displayed like this. Means under marketing, 2 employees are there, their salaries are being displayed. So this is very easy and very flexible and very good for any sort of analysis, any presentation. So by the way, for our output, what you can do for our assignment, it's better you keep it as department under the rows, and name of the employees I don't want. I want the location to be at the columns, and I'll give the row, I'll select all. Okay, now this is as per your choice, you can do it, but the department wise, you can put the department also in the columns also, that also I have said, but it's as per you, but the department should be there either in the row or in the column. Now it is up to you how you will present it. Okay, different ways are there, you can do it. Now if you don't want this color to be there, the other designing options are also there. Once you're working with this pivot table, just like our charts and diagram tools, once you are working within this pivot table, the pivot table tools will be enabled. If you click outside, this pivot table tools will get disabled. Okay, so I'll go for the design. There are lots of designs options are there, and these things are as per your choice. Whatever you like, whatever way you want to present, you can do it. Okay. So with this, we have completed this assignment 5. So this is how it has to be done, right? And for if you don't want this pivot table fields, this navigation pane, you close this. Your pivot table will be besides your main table, right? So with this, we are concluding our class over here. Thank you.